So I've been farming for 25 years here in Vermont, and I've had watched farming change a lot in 25 years and watch the public's awareness of their food supply. It's almost become more divergent. You've written about peak oil.
Yeah.
You're probably familiar with John Lukács,
Hmm.
the historian. I'm a big fan of him, and you remind me that in your writings that there are really two kinds of people in the world to parallel Lukács in your writing: those who do and those who do not understand where their food comes from and what peril they are in.
Hmm.
And that's where looking at farms from both sides now has given me, I think, a vantage point that benefits my readers and others.
Well, there's a very visible global campaign now against small farmers and small farms. And, we see U.S. Green New Deal czar John Kerry flying all over the globe, inveighing against farms and farmers as agents of climate change. And we see the Dutch government very aggressively trying to shut down small farms in a country that generates much of the fresh produce for the European Union. And Canada is restricting fertilizer use, and it's really quite an aggressive program. I gotta say, I got a problem with thinking that this crazy organization, the World Economic Forum, led by Klaus Schwab, is behind it. And yet, it's hard to find any other explanation for why this coordinated campaign against farms and farming is going on.
Well, it is coordinated, and to me, it's a gift because it's really revealing their cards are being cast on the table whether they want to or not. I have a theory that Donald Trump disrupted their best laid plans and forced them to try to implement their agenda in a hastier fashion than they would have preferred. And so you mentioned the Dutch. I find the Dutch a particularly good gift for us. There are several aspects there. First of all, the Dutch developed their farming proficiency. I mean, very, very good at it because of famine inflicted by a Nazi blockade during, or as a consequence of Operation Market Garden, as you may know.
Mm-hmm.
The Irish, which you omitted from your list, but they're going after their cows now. They've been pushing for decades to expand the Irish farming industry, and Ireland has grabbed market share, including of grass-fed products. Why would you want to get rid of those cows? Because ultimately, what you say, climate envoy Kerry and others are inveighing against is not just small farms, but cows themselves. And the entire thing is a scam. It's an opportunity for us to expose them and their climate malarkey. And it also is a gift because, as we saw in Holland, there was a huge political revolt, and the Farmers' Party there just won huge numbers of seats in their election. So that's the premise of my book, is that conservatives could help solve the environmental problems of our nation and the world by championing cows and local agriculture without giving up one scintilla of their belief system.